Josh, that's a bitterly disappointing 2-1 defeat to Buxton. On another day, we could have been walking away against the promotion bidding team with a point. What were your views on the match?
Firstly, I'd say that's the standards that we've set, that we're disappointed to come away with a 2-1 defeat against the team that's in the playoff positions. Probably one of the better footballing sides in the league, but we dominated them and we probably still underperformed. We still had levels that we probably could have got to, but in the end all that matters is the 3 points and we didn't get them.
Yeah, it left a real sour taste really, didn't it? I mean, I'm talking about your non-goal in the end. I'm going to ask you for your opinion on it. First of all, were you onside in your opinion?
I was adamant I was onside because when Coley initially got the ball, I made a run, then I came back onside, then he crossed the ball. So as the defenders headed it to me or someone's glanced it, I have to be onside. Because if I'm offside, I would have never got it. I would have controlled the ball away from the goal. So because he's glanced it, it's come straight to me and I took my touch backwards and there were players this side of me to score. I'm adamant I was onside, but it don't matter now.
I'm going to pick up on something you just said before, about the standards that we set. And it was interesting, I've asked you that question,
Yeah.
but, and you've not even mentioned it. The fact that we've come here, we've played really well and we're really disappointed in coming away with nothing. Is that a sign of how far we've come as a team since, the last couple of months really?
Yeah, I don't think it's a sign of how far we've come. I just think we've just got back to ourselves and the standards that we can play to, and even then I still, like I said, we've still got levels we can get to. Their manager came up to me at the end of the game and was like, you guys are by far the best team we played. And it's disappointing because I was saying to Philly earlier on, if we would have won this game, because of how good we know we are, and that might sound a bit egotistical, but we know what standards we have and what players we've got, we would have been buzzing. Because we know we can beat every team in this league and we should be beating every team in this league. The minimum you should take away from here, I think, is a draw today. And even then that would have been a disheartening point.
You also mentioned that, we had levels that we could have got to. I suppose the question I want to ask you is, what's going to help us get to those levels? Because we're very confident in ourselves, and like you say, we're not saying that in a bad, cocky way.
No, we don't need to say it, because when a manager's coming up to you and saying that, he doesn't have to say that. And like I said, they've won the game. He doesn't have to say anything to us. The fact that he's going out of his way to say that lets people know that we are a very good team. The thing that's hampering us at the minute, and I don't like to shy away from things, is mistakes. The teams aren't doing anything to carve us open. They're not scoring any amazing goals. It's mistakes, and mistakes lose games, and that's what's happened in the last 2 games. So we need to quickly eradicate them and very quickly learn and quickly draw a few wins together. I'm saying 3 or 4, and I like to affirm things. I like to say the standards should be the next 3 games we win. That's just how I am. I think you have to put it out there because that's the standards we've set.
We'll start that on Tuesday. Another trip to Chester, who are one of the big boys in the division, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
He'll be up there, no doubt, at the end of the season. But it's a game that will be, probably after today, even more eager to get into. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, definitely. Because, like you said, this game leaves a bitter taste in the mouth. It's a long journey to come up here to lose in that way. If they would have played us off the park, you can take it. But we gave them that game. They didn't earn that game. So I'm thankful that there's only a couple of days until the next game, and I strongly believe in the team and the boys that will get that win and start to get some real momentum, because as I said, we've realised that we've made a couple of mistakes that have given teams points against us, and that can't continue to happen.
Mood in the dressing room after that sounds like a silly question, but I imagine it's the one of frustration.
That's the word. It's not anger, it's frustration, because like I keep repeating, we know our standards, we know our capabilities, we know the squad's strong now, like we've got depth in the squad. So we get disappointed by results like this because we know we're as good, if not better, than every team in this league. But it's one thing saying it, another thing doing it.
Josh, thank you very much for your time, mate.